Pasha de Cartier, the Parfum version. A lot of you might remember when the original Eau de Toilette Pasha by Cartier was released back in 1992. That's a modern classic in male perfumery. That's what's called an Oriental Fougere, also sometimes known as a barbershop type of fragrance. Anyway, that one took the world by storm when it came out in 1992. This one is kind of a modern twist on that one. This is going to appeal to a wider range of people nowadays. So if you're interested in the original and want to find out more about this kind of reinterpreted version of it, stick around for this review, guys. Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Scent Review. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. So, Pasha de Cartier, the Parfum version. A lot of you might remember the original Eau de Toilette version that came out in 1992, another modern classic of male perfumery. So, that one, to a lot of people nowadays, might feel a little bit dated, especially to the younger audience, you know, males age 30 and below, let's say. So that's where this one comes in. This Parfum concentration came out in 2020, and it takes, you know, some similarities of the original DNA and modernizes it a little bit. Now, I don't want you to think that Cartier has just sold out here and made a super mass appealing, you know, sweet bomb for younger guys for the modern era. That's not the case at all. This is still what I would say a very mature, very refined, very classy and elegant scent. All right, so with that in mind, let's start with the box here. Rectangular, red with the blue Pasha de Cartier logo in the middle. In the top here, the same logo. Some more information on the back. And more information on the bottom here. The top part, the bottle cap is made to look like the crown of a watch. Cartier is first and foremost known for their watches, and to a lesser extent their jewelry, and to an even lesser extent their perfumes. So this one here, gonna go ahead and waste a spray right off the top here. Good atomization. Okay, the bottle cap, before I forget, very flimsy. You know, it comes off with just the slightest touch. So this is absolutely one you're never going to want to pick up by the bottle cap. All right. Okay, so from the initial spray here, I can tell this is a somewhat unique one for the designer world. And it's one that definitely has elements of classic perfumery, but it also definitely has some modern facets as well. Okay, so the official note breakdown is the following. In the top, sandalwood, liquor, and balsam fir. In the mid, benzoin, ambrosinide, and tonka bean. In the dry down, Indonesian patchouli and labdanum. So there's a note that I mentioned there that's included in the official note breakdown that most of you probably haven't heard before. It's called ambrosinide. Ambrosinide is a synthetic compound, and it's basically designed to smell like a really sharp, woody, ambery type of scent. So I definitely get that, but I'll elaborate on that here. So what I actually detect in this scent is the following. In the top, I get whiskey and balsam fir. In the mid, I get some benzoin and sandalwood. And in the dry down, I get some ambrosinide, sandalwood, and some cumin. Yeah, some cumin. I don't mean to scare everybody away. This one does have a little bit of spice to it though. But it's not overpowering, don't worry. I'm going to elaborate. So in the top, we're immediately hit with whiskey and some balsam fir. So you definitely get that piney type of scent mixed with a really kind of sweet, I'm gonna lean towards like a bourbon whiskey, think like a Jack Daniels type of scent going on here. So it's not going to be appealing to younger guys, but if you're fans of like balsam fir and whiskey, this is going to be right up your alley. Yeah, very nice, sharp but rounded opening. All right, a lot of people would just assume that because there's whiskey in the top, they would assume that it's just going to be like really alcoholic and overpowering, but that's not the case. The two top notes are definitely blended really well. My favorite part of this scent comes out in the middle, and it's the sandalwood mixed with the benzoin. So the benzoin gives it a very resinous type of feel, kind of like a dry incense stick in a way. little bit of resinous sweetness, not a vanillic type sweetness. It's a resinous type sweetness. So think, like I said, a dry incense stick. And that mixed with the sandalwood, a really nice creamy wood that's coming from the sandalwood. I love it. I love the mid part of this. And that kind of extends into the dry down a little bit. And you know, there's just a touch of cumin in this. And I think the way that the creamy sandalwood is mixing with the somewhat spicy cumin, it gives it a sort of like it reminds me of sunscreen, a very, very toned down version of a sunscreen, you know? I get a little tiny bit of that in the dry down if I really dig my nose in. All in all, though, this is a masterfully blended scent. But like I said, it's probably not going to appeal to the younger guys out there, right? So guys 30 and below might not like this. I'm an exception. I'm only 27, but I love this. Although I think I'm an outlier in the population of fragrance lovers because I'm the only guy I know my age who's really into, you know, classic, you know, modern classic perfumery. Let's say the Drakkar Noirs, the YSL Kouros, you know, those ones, for example. I love those, and I don't know anybody else my age who does. So I think I consider myself an outlier. But anyway, I really like this, and I can tell guys who are age 30 and up, more mature guys, are really going to like this one. Whereas I would say, you know, the original Pasha de Cartier Eau de Toilette that came out in 1992, I think that would be more suited to, you know, middle-aged men and up. Anyway, this kind of takes that original DNA, like I said, definitely modernizes it and amplifies the performance, which is the next part of this. The performance is really good on my skin. The longevity, especially. The longevity being a Parfum concentration is very heavy. You know, this lasts on my skin for 10 plus hours. The longevity is just crazy. It's really, really good. Now, being a Parfum concentration, it's heavily concentrated. There's a lot of oils in this. So higher concentration of oils, less concentration of alcohol compared to an eau de parfum or a cologne concentration or an eau de toilette concentration, for example. The projection is still pretty good. Off my skin, it definitely projects well for the first hour and a half. It does, you know, go dying down towards the wearer's personal bubble after that first hour and a half. But, you know, definitely great projection for the first hour and a half. And the sillage is great, being a Parfum concentration. It hangs in the air around you. The sillage, I get sillage, you know, 45 plus minutes in the air around me. So it's really good. Leaning a little bit towards the formal and mature side. However, you know, if there's any guy out there, maybe between the ages of 25 and 30, who's going to a really formal event, like a sports banquet or a graduation ceremony, if you're guys in that age cohort, if you're fans of just being really classy, you know, pick this one up, wear it for an occasion like that. It's really good. You're gonna get some compliments, especially from some good-looking middle-aged women, I bet. Anyway, yeah, this, guys, is just pure class. It's pure elegance. It's really good. You don't necessarily have to enjoy the original Eau de Toilette from 1992 to enjoy this. I mean, like I keep saying, this one retains a little bit of that DNA in the sense that it is still a fougere, but it's definitely been modernized, right? Like I don't think of an old man when I smell this. I think it's definitely appealing to the modern man, right? In a lot of ways. Obviously formal. This isn't one I'm going to want to wear to a club ever. It's just too classy. However, I would consider wearing this on a date. There's a sensuality to it. There's a creaminess, there's a resinous quality to it. It's just a sensual type of scent. And a lot of women do like this. I've received a lot of compliments from women and men while wearing this. Really good. So, the price on this, for a 100 milliliter bottle, you can get this on FragranceNet right now for $110 US, right around 110 if you use their coupon. And I believe they also have a tester bottle of the same volume for slightly less than that. It's like $95 US. So if you use the coupon and you want to buy a tester bottle, definitely save yourself like $15 or so. That's always a good decision. And yeah, in conclusion, if you're looking for a really classy and elegant scent that has great performance and you want to get noticed in a formal type of setting, this is definitely one you're going to want to pick up, guys. Pasha de Cartier Parfum Concentration. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review of this great, great perfume here. Until next time, keep it real.